Hey kids, you might be wondering why I haven't uploaded today yet, or rather why I uploaded so late. Short answer, I forgore. Long answer, I got a little too distracted doing a lot of testing for Duelist Nexus format. And so here I am uploading a video that takes like an hour and a half to make. This is Unchained Punk. This is the list that Wolt came up with, without Wolt, on Twitter and on Twitch. I'll be leaving the links in the description. Highly recommend you check them out. Wolt's cool. So this is the deck that makes you Wolt. Basically, Punk and Unchained don't really get in each other's way, and they don't really work together so much as they work near each other, if that makes sense. They just kind of interact well. What Punk is good at dealing with, Unchained isn't, and what Unchained is good at dealing with, Punk really isn't. So they just kind of mesh together in a really clean way, even if there isn't like obvious synergy. But if you must insist on knowing how one engine interacts with the other, Yama can reborn Ogre Dance or something. Okay, cool. Let's get into the games. For our first game, we'll be going first against what appears to be Morphtronic, Telephon, Danger, Dark World, Shadal, Toon, Deep Draw, FTK. It's look at a Telephon FTK. We're going to start with Xiamen and then activate Xiamen, grabbing a copy of Foxy Toon, and then pitch Foxy Toon and Sharvara for Sharkusai. We're going to trigger Sharvara, setting a bomb chamber, and then activate Sharkusai to summon Rising Carp. Rising Carp's going to tag out for Deer Note and Wagon, and then Wagon's going to pay 600 for Extreme Session. We'll synchro to Jam Dragon Drive, paying 6, and then activating Deer Note to reborn Sharkusai. We're going to go ahead and add a copy of Ghost Ogre, and then we're going to draw a card with Extreme Session. We're going to Aruha to pop the Chamber, and then trigger Chamber and Soul in sequence. We're going to summon Shyama from the deck, and then go into Soul of Rage, then Shyama to pop the Aruha and summon itself, which summons Sharvara from deck. We'll overlay for Wave Hiking Caesar, activate Wailing, set the E-Telly, and pass turn. Our opponent's going to start off with Toon Table of Contents, grabbing Toon Table of Contents. Then they're going to Toon Table of Contents, grabbing, this is going to shock you, Toon Table of Contents. The third Toon Table of Contents is going to grab Bookmark, and they're going to set it and activate Allure, banishing a copy of Thunderbird, then 1-for-1 pitching Brow. We will be negating that. Sharvara is going to trigger, setting a copy of Escape, and then they're going to Nessie, and they're going to hit the E-Telly. They're going to draw a card, and it's Dice Dungeon, so they'll activate it, and then grab Dungeon Dice. They'll activate it, we'll negate it, and then they'll activate Bookmark, grabbing a copy of Cannon Soldier. They're normal to Cannon Soldier, and we will Sharkusai to summon into the Amazing Dragon, which will bounce the Toon Cannon Soldier and draw one additional card. They are going to concede. Next up, we'll be going second against a 60-card Adventure Scareclaw deck. Our opponent is going to start off with Fenrir and activate the effect to grab a copy of Ashtira Scareclaw, then normal Astra and go to Lightcart. That's going to grab them a Reichphobia, which will grab them Visa, Star, Frost, then they'll summon Scareclaw Kashtira by banishing the Astra, and then summon Reichart, grabbing a copy of Twin Saw and drawing one additional card. They'll Star Frost away the Scareclaw and go to Barone, then set Twin Saw and Imperv and pass turn. We're going to start off with an E-Telly and activate the effect, which is then going to grab us a Foxy Toon. They'll draw us, no big deal. We'll pitch Foxy Toon and Shyama for Deer Note, and then they will Twin Saw, which will trigger Deer Note to reborn this Foxy Toon. That's going to trigger the Fenrir to banish face down, and then we'll normal Sharvara and activate Sharvara. They're going to negate with Barone, but that triggers Sharvara to set Escape, so we'll Sarama to pop. They're going to Imperm, but that's completely fine. We're going to Shyama to pop our set to inside of itself, and then trigger the Escape, to which our opponent will concede. And now for our last game, we'll be going up against Manadium Scareclaw, featuring a Bistro package. It's relatively standard Manadium, but anyway, we are going first. We're going to start off with Ogre Dance, pitching itself for a Xiamen, and then we're going to pay 600 and grab ourselves a third copy of Foxy Toon. I was really hoping to bait out like an Imperm. Then we'll Foxy Toon for Sharkusai and make Rising Carp. Rising Carp is going to tag out for Wagon and Deer Note, and we're going to pay 6 and grab a Field Spell. We'll activate the Field Spell, and then go into Jam Dragon Drive, activating the effect to pay 6, and then reborning Sharkusai. We're going to draw 1 after searching a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and then we're going to set this A-Bomb Chamber and activate Ruha, popping the Chamber. The Chamber's got summon Sraut, then we're going to set 1 and activate Sarama to trade this Wailing for a Bomb Chamber, which will special Shiama. We're going to make Rage, then Shiama away the Aruha, and summon Sharvara from deck. We'll overlay for Wave King Caesar and pass. Our opponent is going to start off with Imagining, putting back a card to draw 2, and then they're going to Realm Heart. We'll Ghost over that to keep them off the bodies, and they're going to grab a copy of Obsession. Calarium is going to be activated and add Vsauce, then they're going to Reich Phobia for a Reich Heart. They're going to try to Magnum. We will Wave High King Caesar, and they will concede. Wave High King Caesar is broken. All right, see ya.